Well, let's go back to the studio where we can hear from David White, Keith Curle and Natalie.
Thank you very much to Alistair Manners and Michael Brown for the first half commentary. It's half-time and it is 0-0. I'm still joined in the studio by David White and by Keith Curle. David, what's your assessment of the first 45?
I think it's been okay, to be honest with you. I think it was a game that, kind of a typical City away game at a difficult place, you know, in seasons where we've won the league. So I think there's, you know, there's patience. There's obviously, we've had a couple of chances, but there's been errors. But these are the games that we generally go on and win 1 or 2-0. So yeah, pretty comfortable. I think Núñez had a good chance. Should have took his chance earlier, cut inside, and other than that, maybe 1 or 2 other chances. But yeah, it's been good. I think it's really encouraging, if I'm honest.
Great. I love the optimism.
Good.
Love that. I love when we have a lovely optimistic guest. Keith?
Yeah, no, I'm more than happy. Felt quite comfortable within the game. You'd say dominating possession, as you think they would do. You just need, and again, you've got to give Brentford a little bit of credit as well. They're working extremely hard at possession of the ball and getting men back and blocking holes. You know, can they do that for 90, 95 minutes? Well, you've got to if you're going to play against City, because City are relentless. They will keep going, they will keep passing the ball, they're getting men forward, which is pleasing. Probably could have got into wide areas and put balls into the box 1 or 2 times, a little bit more. Kevin De Bruyne did it once, left foot, one right foot crossing, you're thinking, excellent, I love those balls in. Used to hate defending against them, but that's the type of balls that I think can open a defence.
61.3% possession for City in that first half. So, yeah, dominating the possession there in an away game at a notoriously difficult ground to go to. 8 shots for City, 2 of them on target, 4-1 for Brentford. Let's have a talk about some of those chances, because that's my only worry about that first half, is some of the chances that we had and the fact that we didn't convert them. You know, always worries me. Don't want to be rethinking about these at full time. Of course, the big chance there, you mentioned it, by Matheus Núñez. We were all shouting, shoot, shoot! Yeah,
I mean, I think I said it's a gift for him, and that's how, as a player who got himself in positions like that time and time again, that it did feel like a gift. And you don't know the picture he's seeing. It looked like maybe he could just slide it in the near post. And I think by the time he'd had a look at that option and he was looking to hit the ball across the keeper, the defender had done great, to be fair, and got back. So it was a chance. He should have done better, but fair play to the defender. He did great and got back so quickly.
And if we go back a little step, there was a beautiful slicing ball by Kevin De Bruyne, one of those that only he's seen, which is great to see again.
Yeah, definitely. And again, but I think Núñez, people saying that slotting in at right back, but he's an advanced player, he's got great energy and looking to get forward. I think that's pleasing when you see not only how dominating possession, we're getting people in forward areas, but making forward runs and movements. Whereas 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, it was a little bit too static. Now it feels like you've got that movement back and the options back, and that's what Kevin needs. When Kevin gets into that final third, he needs people making those runs and then he'll pick the right pass.
With your great footballing brains and my basic footballing brain, can you please explain to me the positioning? Because you mentioned there Núñez right back. So at one point he's right back in a back four while they're defending. 2 seconds later, he's in the middle of the pitch and Bernardo Silva's down the right-hand side. About 5 seconds after that, Núñez is one of the highest players up the pitch. I can't work out if that is... I mean, it's planned because it's Pep, but I can't describe it, Keith.
It's that rotation in relation to where the ball is as well, which I think is excellent. And that's the freedom that you get with Pep as well, which is it's vitally important, because teams will set up and say, right, well, you can't man-mark City players because they will drag you all over the place. But it's creating overloads. But then having that mindset that if you see something going forward and you've got an opportunity, go. Somebody else will slot in behind you. But because City keep possession of the ball that well, it allows you to dismantle your own shape. Sometimes it can come unstuck, but again, ideally now you're saying like, well, they've got 3 defenders. Those 3 are going to be like the rock. But we watched it in play there. Like City centre backs 10 yards outside Brentford's 18-yard box, and I'm thinking I never used to get that far forward.
Would you have liked to have?
No. I quite enjoyed defending, to be honest.
Well, there was a couple of nice moments as well where City were on the counter, which was, I mean, it showed our speed. There was a moment where Kevin De Bruyne nicked the ball off one of their players right on our 18-yard box, and then within seconds we'd moved so fast up the other end of the pitch, Dave, and I've missed that during this kind of down patch.
Yeah, and with Kevin in particular, you know, there was a period where he seemed to be really kind of struggling with his fitness and sharpness, and with his age, you know, maybe one or two were starting asking the question: have we seen the best of him? But he really looks to be kind of getting that sharpness and fitness back, and he's obviously a wonderful player. And with Nunez, I personally, if he's playing from that right back position, I want to see him vacating that position to be a forward player on the right, as opposed to vacating it to become a midfielder. And we've got real control of possession in midfield. Phil looks at it, Bernardo looks at it, and obviously those three players can keep the ball forever. But like you say, we're breaking well, we're creating chances, as you say, eight chances. More chances will come, and I'm sure we're going to comfortably win this game, you know.
David White, come back every week.
Definitely, yeah.
That's what we need at half-time. You've right cheered me up there. Haaland's had a couple of chances in that first half, as we mentioned. There was a header midway through the first half, and then just towards the end, he had a chance to game, which was assisted by Kev. What have you made of Haaland in the first 45?
He looks, not only Haaland and Kevin, I think there looks to be an energy that has been missing, not so much the last 2 weeks, but probably if you have a look at it 5-6 weeks ago, there didn't seem to be that energy. Today, in possession and out of possession, you can see there's another yard that the City players have got. Can that just be that they're just down purely to the recent results? No, I think that's down to the format whereby if you're scoring goals and you're being successful and you get that belief, you find that extra yard. And I think the City players have got that today. Now they just need a goal.
Kevin De Bruyne has had some incredible stats from that first half. 53 touches in that first half, 5 chances created, 1 big chance created. That's the stats we like to see from our Kev again. That's all for your optimism, David. That's all pointing in the right direction. No,
it isn't. And I think that's where the optimism comes from. You want to see Man City really controlling games, and when that's happening, we've got 3 incredible midfield players there. Obviously, Kovacic looking after them guys as well. We've got real control of the game, and when you've got they're all brilliant players in their own right. But Kevin has obviously been one of the best players in the world, and when he's at it, he's really at it. And you're going to get those levels of chances created, and from that you're going to get goals. So I'm going to stay very, very optimistic.
I am, now that you've said
Good.
that. Thank you.
Good.
So there is a full calendar of Premier League fixtures taking place tonight, tomorrow and Thursday. The other games that are currently on tonight as well. Chelsea are leading Bournemouth 1-0 at half-time. That was another Cole Palmer goal. West Ham leading Fulham 2-0. That's also half-time. And then Forest are playing Liverpool, but that only started at 8 o'clock, so that's 25 minutes in. And as it stands, Forest are leading Liverpool 1-0. Another Chris Wood goal. Some season that man is having there. So yes, full calendar of Premier League fixtures tonight. Now, before the game, FG was at Brentford, and there was a very eager fan that wanted to ask a question to you both. So let's have a little look at the question.
Whitey, I've got a question for you. I think that the greatest cross ever done at Main Road was you against Manchester United when we did them on the 5-1. Do you think that is the -- cross from the wing to score a goal? That's the first one. And Keith, who was the worst player worst ever striker you played against when you were at City? And also, I just want to say I think you did a brilliant job at Carlisle.
Mate, thank you very much. Right. I mean, listen, I can't wait for the studio to unpick this one.
Love that man. Okay. Big up the knowledge to that man. OK, let's start with David White first. Is that the greatest ever cross that happened at Main Road?
I can't say that. Many people say it to me. My answer is we were winning 4-1. I could have done whatever I wanted. It was a brilliant ball from Ian Bishop. There's no way on earth I looked up and knew that number 3, the left back, was going to be hovering around the penalty spot. Any other circumstances, I'd have had a touch, tried to be safe, get across him, but we're 4-1 up against United, hit it first time on the half volley, and it went like a dream, didn't it? And obviously a great header. So it's wonderful that tons of people say that to me all the time, but I can't make that claim.
OK, if you're not making that claim, can you make that claim, Curly?
What about the cross?
Yeah?
He wasn't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I wasn't there then.
But you can make the claim.
Oh yeah, unbelievable. I've never seen a cross like it again. No.
Thank you very much. OK, on to your question. That was a different one. Who's the worst striker you ever played against?
The worst striker I've ever played against. To be honest, I've no idea. I never used to remember players that I didn't think were very good.
You're far too respectful, aren't you?
No, I've played against some good strikers though.
OK, best you ever played against?
This is a massive name drop, isn't it? Marco van Basten.
Oh.
Boof, pick that one up.
Right, switch the show off. We're all going home. That's the end of that. That's some answer. And of course, your time at Carlisle as well.
Yeah,
the man mentioned there.
Enjoyed it. Had 4 great years up there. Missed out on promotion a couple of times, but it's probably it's one of great places as well, Carlisle. You know, people give you a little bit sick because it's that far away, but once you're there, excellent. No traffic. It's got the bare essentials, but then the scenery, excellent.
Oh, the scenery.
Yeah, but every away game was like 7.5 hours.
God, did you ever play Plymouth while you were there?
Yeah, well, we got Exeter. We had Exeter I think we played Exeter on the Tuesday, then we had them in the playoffs as well. We had Tuesday and the Saturday as well. So up and down, up and down.
Oh Lord! I've just remembered as well, having said that there is FA Cup games that are taking place tonight, and we are drawn in the next round against Leyton Orient or Derby County. That is at half time, and that is currently 1-1.
Okay.
So that doesn't help us at the minute. But in the full-time show, I'll keep an eye on the score, and we'll let you know who City will be playing in the 4th round. So just a couple of minutes now till the second half, where you'll get your commentary again from Alistair Mann and from Michael Brown. David, I know you're optimistic about that first half, but what would you like to see in the second half? Anything different?
I think more of the same, and if we don't get the goals, let's see some changes. Loads of confidence on the bench, loads of energy on the bench. Lads who do deserve the opportunities. Obviously, McAtee coming on the back of 3 goals the other day can only be a boost. But everything's going well. But let's make sure we give these lads enough time to get those goals if we need it.
Keith, for you, for the second half?
I'm still happy with the 2-0 scoreline prediction. Again, give credit to Brentford, but I don't think they'll be able to do it for 95 minutes and keep a clean sheet. And then that would be the other plus side for us, is us to score, but us to keep a clean sheet as well.
That'd be a huge positive, a huge confidence boost. So you want to see more of the same, and you think is it a patience game for City? Keep doing what they're doing?
Again, I think we're playing with energy. And I think it's one of those, you do it for 45 minutes, come out and do it for the next 20 minutes of the second half, and something we'll give in Brentford.
Now, David, do you mind if I quickly show you a clip? You are not directly in this clip, but you played in this game, because we've been very nice to you on this show so far, haven't we, Curly?
Very nice.
Very nice. And so this is the time where we switch it, because we like to have fun with all our guests as well. So, any idea what we're going to play?
I know exactly what you're going to play, and I'm not guilty. And I am in the clip because I'm...
Oh, are you? Where are you?
They're running away from it. Here. It's all to do with McMahon, this.
Okay.
But that's him. I don't know what TC's doing. I don't know how you can involve me and Keith in this.
I wasn't.
You're not even playing it.
I don't think I played.
Well, there's a number 6 there that I don't think's you.
No.
But that is quite funny, isn't it? But
so that was voted by an Italian football magazine as the worst 20 seconds of football in history.
I'm proud to be.
You weren't playing.
Proud to be part of it, and I was there. I'm on the clip, but I'm just a watcher, really, of that. It's nothing to do with me.
Please, can we have it again? Because I just want everybody to enjoy it now that they know that this was voted the worst 20 seconds in football history. David White is not involved in any of the touches here. We'd just like you to see. So let's have a look. What was that head? What was that touch? What was that? And then this guy's tried to play it into nobody. And then what's happened here? Is that Tony Coton, you said?
Yeah.
Tried it outside of his foot.
I think, is that Les Ferdinand? I don't know.
Is that Kwame?
don't know, to be honest with you,
And
but
do you know what makes it even better? It's just the sand that's in the box as well that makes it even better.
that was an FA Cup. I think that's an FA Cup game, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think we beat them.
It was an FA Cup game.
I think we beat
QPR.
them I think me and Vonky scored. We beat them 2-1, I think.
Amazing.
If that's... Well, we certainly played them in the FA Cup in that game.
Yeah. Love that. Well, thank you. We hope you don't mind us sharing that. We do like to have a bit of fun as well.
Not my fault, was it?
No, it's not you, yeah. Right, the players are coming back out now on the pitch in the second half. We'll all be here at full time. 0-0 right now. David White says that it's going to work out. Keith Curle said it's going to be 2 news. Positivity. Over now to Alistair Mann and Michael Brown for the second half commentary. Come on, City.
Thanks, Natalie. Yeah, positivity from the studio, and I think plenty of positivity from any City fan watching or listening around the world. Truth is, City played pretty well. De Bruyne looks imperious, but they just haven't managed to turn their dominance into a goal. Yes, there's been a couple of scares along the way. There always will be when you play Brentford. But so far, the signs are good. It's Brentford that get things underway. And remember, City have only lost once here when they've come to this new stadium that Brentford play at. And that was in a game that was literally a dead rubber. Brentford couldn't really make progress up the table. City had already